3 months into 2026, and the Cape County real estate market is telling a really clear story. If you own a home here, or you're trying to buy one, you need to see these numbers. I pulled the March numbers for Cape County, and I wanted to show you what the market has actually looked like so far this year, January through March, because when you line them up side by side, there is a clear trend. Let me walk you through it. In January, the market was slower than today, which is pretty normal. But we were seeing movement, which really helped pave the way for what we saw happen in February. February definitely picked up, and March confirmed what I had a feeling was coming. So let's go month by month, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. In January, we had 44 homes sell. And while that's the lowest of the 3 months, I don't want you to read that as slow. What I was seeing on the ground was real activity. Buyers were getting serious and homes were going under contract. Now on the other side, sellers were starting to emerge as well. People who had been sitting on the fence waiting to see how the year started were finally picking up the phone and starting those conversations about listing their house. In February, things started moving, even when the snow hit. We had 57 homes sell. That's 13 more than we saw in January, which is a 30% jump in 1 month. And the average sales price climbed from around $287,000 to a little over $302,000. Days on the market dropped from 85 days in January all the way down to 71 days in February. That's a noticeable shift that showed buyers started getting serious. Sellers who priced their homes right started seeing results faster. Not to mention, the increase in the average sales price tells us we're not just seeing entry-level activity. We started to see move-up buyers in this market. Okay, March, here we go. 72 homes sold last month. And that means we went from 44 homes selling in January to 57 homes selling in February, all the way up to 72 homes selling in March. So in the first 3 months of this year, we have seen a 63% growth in homes sold. The average sales price really stood out to me. We went from around $287,000 in January to around $338,000 in March. Guys, that's almost an 18% increase in the average sales price in just 3 months. Now, part of that is seasonal. Spring typically does bring more move-up buyers, which leads to higher price point homes going on the market. But part of that is also demand. Demand from buyers who are serious and ready to make the move. Here's the one that many sellers focus on, and that's days on market. We saw a 17% decrease in how long it was taking to sell homes. In January, our average days on market was 85. And there was a nice drop in February with the average days on market being 71. We ended March with the average days on market being 70 days. Homes are moving faster each month. Buyers are not waiting as long, and sellers who price correctly are feeling that quicker movement. As of right now, in Cape County, we have 202 active listings with an additional 88 homes pending. And that is a healthy active market. So what does all of this actually mean for you? Well, if you're a homeowner in Cape County, especially if you've been in your home for 3 or more years, then your takeaway boils down to this: home values are climbing, which means most likely your equity has been quietly growing. And you don't have to do anything with that right now, but it's definitely something worth knowing and sticking in your back pocket for later. Now, if you're planning to buy a home or thinking about buying a home in the next few months, then your takeaway boils down to this: you still have a little breathing room. With an average days on market of 70 days, this is not a panic situation. But don't sleep on a home you love, because multiple offers are starting to come back and good ones are not sitting long. There you have it. That's your full recap for the housing market in Cape County, January through March 2026. 3 months of data and the trend is pretty clear. This market is definitely moving. I do these every month, so you always have a real local read on the market you live in. Now, if you found this helpful, pass it along. There are a lot of people still trying to make sense of this market and they just don't have the right information. And if you've ever had questions about your own situation, well, I'm around, so reach out and I'm happy to help.